Keep digging hard, buddy. Keep digging harder for me.
All the way to the line. All the way. All the way. Stay in it. Stay in it. Oh, yeah! Yeah!
That was impressive.
Woo! Yeah! Great job, Jeff.
I'm a spotting there, Shannon, buddy. You did it for us, buddy. You were the man that... This team is awesome. We're hanging there all day. Woo! Man, I'm excited. I'll be down there in a minute with some champagne with you. Believe it, buddy. You deserve a big bottle of it.
197 miles an hour. They take the white flag 3 wide. Here comes Tony Stewart up on the high side.
And the white flag is out. It's waving 3 wide.
Jimmy Johnson, Jeff Gordon trying to hang on to the bottom, drafting help from behind with Blaney in the Toyota. Up high, Tony Stewart gets help from Casey Kane.
That's 4 wide down the back straightaway. Hamlin on the inside.
Here comes Gordon on the outside.
Jeff Gordon has moved up in front of Tony Stewart to get the push by. Jeff Gordon, a 5-time Talladega winner. He knows how to get it done. He hung at the back of the pack all day long. He pulls up, and Tony Stewart pushes him by as they come down. Jeff Gordon trying to hang on. 2 wide, 3 wide behind him. Gordon on the bottom of the racetrack. Jimmy Johnson second, and Jeff Gordon takes the win at Talladega.
Unbelievable. The car tomorrow. Great race at the very end. Man, what a move out of Jeff Gordon. He just threw his teammate out, went for it by himself.
That was impressive.
I knew he had something up his sleeve. I didn't know what it was.
Yeah!
What a win for Jeff Gordon.
Buddy, you did it for us, buddy. You were the man that... This team is awesome. We're hanging there all day. Woo! Man, I'm excited.
He becomes the all-time winningest driver in restrictor plate competition, his 12th win on the plate tracks. Let's go down to victory lane and Alan Bester.
Jeff, how did you get to the front?
I have no idea. This guy right here builds an awesome race car and has put together a heck of a race team. You know, we laid in the back and we didn't want to have to do it that way, you know, but this car is just a lot of unknowns. It's hairy out there, you know, and we just wanted to play it safe until it really counted. And what I don't understand is how I ever got by my teammate, because I was there in behind him and got, you know, a couple pushes, but when I went with the momentum, luckily when I got high and Jimmy tried to block me, the 20 was there, had nowhere to go. He drilled me, and he's the one that pushed me to the front. So, yeah, that's what you got to do. You got to put that rear bumper in front of those other guys' bumper at the right time.
Going to drive for 5.
I just have the feeling this year he's going to do it.
He needs to stick with what he's been doing. I think that's working for him.
If he can do that, I think Gordon will go ahead and win the chase.
Jeff Gordon, you're the man.
And the chase is on ahead over the next 60.
You saw Joe Nemechek on pit road a moment ago in the 78 car. Here's the 24 car of Jeff Gordon. Alan?
Well, Doc had a little strategy play going on. I think some of these guys thought about not taking tires, but Jeff Gordon has chosen to come down pit road this time after seeing what shook out. Crew Chief Steve Letarte called him in. There should be a 4-tire change on the 24 car, and they will indeed come around and get those left side tires.
Alan, this is a smart move by Steve Letarte. I'm really impressed with his, ability to kind of see what's going on here and make that decision. That was a great decision.
All of those guys outside of Jeff Gordon, who has maintained his rear position. He's just back there riding right now, waiting and watching. But there hasn't been much patience outside of Jeff Gordon.
Susie, his win streak in jeopardy. Two guys have already continued theirs. And look who's back here, guys. All the way at the back of this pack, you got Jeff Gordon back there. Jimmy rolling
all clear.
Jimmy in the 48-44. Dale Jarrett, a two-time winner here. There's Jeff Gordon. These guys, remember, we're hanging at the back of the field here, just trying to stay out of trouble during the early part of this race.
They were about 6 seconds behind the lead pack before all these cars started pitting. So
Side. 27 car up against the wall right now. Looks like he's getting a little more racy. Starting to get comfortable out there.
But Jeff Gordon's been hanging around in the back all day. They've pitted a lap later than the lead lap cars could all race. Why? Trying to stay out, lead a lap, get 5 bonus points for the championship. Problem is, somebody else has had that idea every time. They've not yet led today. Gordon, feeling he's got a good car, but still hanging around.
The same engine combination, we're told. Is there some potential damage on the 24 car from when everyone was trying to whoa up behind that 8 car with the engine problem? 24 car, Jeff Gordon coming down pit road.
This is very unexpected right here. He's going to absolutely lose the draft and probably lose a lap. It's a penalty, a pit road penalty, because they were removing equipment.
Watch the speed. We're going to get a yellow. Watch the speed. Watch the speed.
That was serving a penalty from NASCAR for removing equipment from the pit stall.
And he's trying to pump up his driver now. Right now, you heard him talking. We're going to get a caution. Don't speed down pit road. Don't get us another one. So Jeff Gordon right now is on a hot seat.
Let's show you what happened with Jeff Gordon. Now, he was serving a pass-through penalty at 55 miles an hour. Now, watch as Jimmy pulls out. Watch the hose there.
See, that hose looks like it hooks the rear bumper, and the air wrench, it pulls the air wrench completely out of the pit box. And NASCAR imposed a penalty on these guys. You see here, the tire changer's finished. He's holding his air hose, and he gets hung right there in that wheel opening. Man, that's a tough break for those guys.
Oh,
right
man,
there.
that air wrench about 3 foot out of the pit box.
And you've got great racers like Jeff Gordon.
So we're seeing a pattern here.
And if it's not a blown engine, now this is uncharacteristic for Jeff Gordon, who came in seated second, penalized on pit road.
That is an uncharacteristic mistake, just like you said. Jeff Gordon's won multiple championships because they don't make these type of mistakes. That could have just cost him.
When you talk about a fellow that's rebounding right now, is Jeff Gordon, the 24 car. So his crew chief say, hey, hang with us. We're going to get a caution. They did get a caution now. And Jeff Gordon's in 9th right now. Just moved up to 9th position. 31 laps to go. He's got to get it done now, guys. It's time to fire these babies up and hold them wide open.
Jeff Gordon having to rebound for a pass-through penalty because of the equipment that came out of the pit box. What you're talking about, rebounding back and now showing back in the top 10.
I don't think we've seen the 24 or the 48 car show what they've got today. I think they've been hanging around the back. We saw the 24 get just a little bit of a penalty, but we got 31 laps to go. I think you're going to see what they've got right here.
I totally agree with that. And right now, if this race would end right now to 24, of Jeff Gordon's got the lead in the points by 12 points over teammate Jimmy Johnson.
The 24 car of Jeff Gordon on the lead lap in 9th position. Remember, he is our points leader as of right now. You see the chase ticker at the top of your screen, and right above that, the race ticker telling you where your favorite drivers are running here as the laps are winding down. More on Jeff Gordon with Alan.
Jeff Gordon has run around at the back of this field all day long, Doc, including when they got that penalty for the equipment and crew member out of the box back at lap number 153. So now Gordon got the caution, got back up into the middle of the pack, and his team's thinking strategy from here on out.
Sammy said if he dropped down there, that he'll drop down there too. Yeah, it's going to be a while. I don't know. We'll just have to wait and see. If it shuffles, we go. If it doesn't, we wait.
That's right, buddy. I think you're 100% on the money there. We need to be patient.
I agree. I'm going to try to stay right here.
Sure. You know best, buddy.
Leave it in the driver's hands, and why not? He's had a lot of success here at this racetrack, a 5-time winner here. Jeff Gordon has played it cool all day. Will he be hot when it counts the most?
It's a gamble. It's when do you go and when don't you go. Jeff Gordon say right now he thinks it's a little too early. I mean, I could see if he went down by himself, they just closed that hole up, he'd go dead to the back of the pack. That'd be tough to get back up front.
If anybody knows, Jeff Gordon knows how to do it here at Talladega. Now, he thinks it's a little bit early. He's probably going to wait just a little while. Hopefully, he can get with his teammate, Jimmy Johnson, maybe Casey Mears. They can get hooked up here at the end of the race.
Early, guys, but a great day for the 55.
Top 5 single file, but they are 3 wide, mixing it up in that second pack. 6th on back. Jeff Gordon is there. Jimmy Johnson, there's Jeff Gordon in front of Casey Mears, his teammate. And here comes the bottom line, though. Jimmy Johnson in the Chevy now, trying to move to the inside. And his teammates right behind him. There's Gordon, Mears, and, of course, Tony Stewart.
And you see the 2 teammates of Ryan Newman and Kurt Busch up top. Well, guess what? In the bottom lane, they got 3 teammates lined up. And 3 are generally better than 2. And they're getting hooked up in draft lock. Take a look at the 48 of Jimmy Johnson and all the Hendrick guys right to the front.
4 Dodges up high, 4 Chevrolets down low. And Jimmy Johnson gets pushed right by the 12 car of Newman to take the lead.
Newman and Busch got to figure what just happened right there, man. We were just leading the race. We just got shuffled.
The 25 is basically blocking a little bit right now for the 24. He's got to help his teammates out. He can't move. If he moves, he's going to go to the back of the pack, and then he's got to deal with Tony Stewart, and none of them want to deal with him right now.
They want to win a race, but they also want to win the chase for the next Cup. Mears looking. Here's Tony Stewart looking to the inside. He shoves Mears up high. Stewart.
Mears just blinked. He looked to the outside just for 1 second. Tony Stewart took that spot.
Now Jeff Gordon right on the rear bumper. Gordon, who's hung at the back of the pack throughout the day to try to stay safe. Gordon there watching the 20 car.
The outside, too wide behind you.
Here comes Stewart on the outside.
No help right now.
Oh, this is not looking good right now. You see the 12 and the 2 lining up behind Stewart. And they got a lot of momentum on that top side. It's anybody's game right now.
Tony Stewart in the middle there doesn't have a lot of drafting help. Has trying to get back in line. Blaney won't let him. Edwards won't let him. Hamlin won't let him.
Here comes the Dodge surge on the top.
Newman, Busch, Montoya, 3 Dodges hooked up nose to tail. Trying to reel in the Chevy brigade on the left side.
Just about the time you thought you had the top lane clear, here comes the top lane back right now. And Jimmy Johnson and Gordon got to deal with the really strong Penske cars right now.
3 laps to go in this crowd of over 150,000 on their feet. Give a call to Tony Raines in that wreck a little while ago, still hanging on in the 96 car. Great job for Tony Raines back there in the DLP Chevy.
Tony Stewart kind of gets shuffled up in the top lane behind Kurt Busch right now. This is the very first time for the COT cars, Andy. I mean, what are these drivers going to do? You know, I never drove one of these cars before, and this is the first time for these guys here. What type of move you want to make, I think, is a big question.
Well, it looks to me like Jimmy Johnson's got it, pretty well in hand, but you got to think that Jeff Gordon's sitting back there. He's making his plans for the last lap here. Well, 2 laps to go.
Right now with the 48 car, Jimmy Johnson leading. On the last lap, he's going to have to throw his teammate away. He's just going to block these guys off. And heck with the relationship right now. When I see the white flag, it's game over, baby. I'm looking after myself right now.
When they tested here, they said, we do not want to be the lead car in the draft because you're a sitting duck. Today, it's worked both ways. You've been able to stay there.
That last time by, you saw the 22 car, Dave Blaney, really give a good shove right in front of Jeff Gordon. Jeff Gordon has really got a good shove by Blaney that time, and that's what Gordon needed.
Jimmy Johnson doing a great job right here, using that draft to his advantage. He's watching that mirror, keeping that 24 car square in his bumper.
197 miles an hour. They take the white flag 3 wide. Here comes Tony Stewart up on the high side.
And the white flag is out. It's waving 3 wide.
Jimmy Johnson, Jeff Gordon trying to hang on to the bottom, drafting help from behind with Blaney in the Toyota. Up high, Tony Stewart gets help from Casey Kane.
That's 4 wide down the back straightaway. Hamlin on the inside.
Here comes Gordon on the outside.
Jeff Gordon has moved up in front of Tony Stewart and to get the push by. Jeff Gordon, a 5-time Talladega winner. He knows how to get it done. He hung at the back of the pack all day long. He pulls up, and Tony Stewart pushes him by as they come down. Jeff Gordon trying to hang on. 2 wide, 3 wide behind him. Gordon on the bottom of the racetrack. Jimmy Johnson second, and Jeff Gordon takes the win at Talladega.
Unbelievable. The car tomorrow. Great race at the very end. Man, what a move out of Jeff Gordon. He just threw his teammate out, went for it by himself.
That was impressive.
I knew he had something up his sleeve. I didn't know what it was.
Yeah.
Steve Letarte says stay calm. We have another commission.
Look at the emotion of Jeff Gordon in the car.
What a win for Jeff Gordon.
Buddy, you did it for us, buddy. You were the man that this team is awesome. We're hanging there all day. Woo! Man, I'm excited.
And he better be excited. I'd be excited too. All his teammates work together. Help them win that race, guys.
He got the point lead too.
Let's go down to Jamie Little.
Now joined by crew chief Steve Letarte. How about that finish? You guys hung back the whole day. Steve, talk about the plan and how it was executed.
Well, first of all, I'd like to thank Shaq and also everybody on that Lowe's Chevrolet team. We work close together, and it's hard when we come to a place like this because that 48 was going to be hard to beat, but we're all running for a championship. Hopefully we can work together the rest of the season real good. But, it's great. Guys from DuPont Chevrolet did a great job. 550 employees at Hendry Motorsports provided unbelievable speedway cars, kept our chins up through qualifying, knew we'd be going in the race, and the driver pulled us through.
You guys had that penalty here on pit road. How did you keep your driver calm and in this game?
That's the beauty of working with a four-time champion. We usually don't have to keep him calm. We just got to let him know how many laps to go. We got really lucky with the yellow, and we've been seeming to get lucky this year. We need to quit making mistakes so we don't need so much luck, but race 410's over. Hopefully we have 6 more good ones.
And Rick Hendrick, the owner down here, pumping his fist in the air. Guys, very happy crowd as they took over the points lead.
Jeff Gordon, folks, led 1 lap all day long. Actually, he led about a third of a lap, but it was the final third on lap 188.
And it was a right one. Right now, he's got a 4-point lead over his teammate Jimmy Johnson, but Clint Boyer held in there. Clint Boyer still in third in the points.
12th plate victory for Jeff Gordon, his 80th series victory in NASCAR's Nextel Cup, and the first sweep at Talladega. Yes, he won back in April since Dale Earnhardt did it in 2002. Dale Earnhardt Jr. did it in 2002.
Man, what a race. What a racetrack.
Like they just stayed patient for a long time. And finally, they turned it loose, and they said it's time to run right now.
And here is our Chevy winning moment. Jeff pulls out in front of Tony, and watch this move by the 24 car. Across the track in front of the 20. Another Chevrolet for Tony Stewart to get that push by in the draft.
And that's when they say it's each guy for himself right there. And Jeff Gordon is shot right out in front of his teammate, Jimmy Johnson, in front of Stewart. And you know what? It kind of worked out because they finished first and second. They didn't get hung out too bad there.
Dave Blaney, great effort, finishing in third in the Toyota. Hamlin fourth, Newman fifth, Mears sixth, and Kurt Busch seventh, with Tony Stewart then back in eighth position. Tony Raines, a great top 10 finish in ninth, and Reed Sorensen in 10th position. Gordon's 5th win in 2007, the first time he's won since the middle of June at Pocono. He becomes the all-time winningest driver in restrictor plate competition, his 12th win on the plate tracks. Let's go down to victory lane and Alan Bester.
And a wide smile on Jeff Gordon's face as he goes to give a big soaked hug to Carl and Rick Hendrick. Jeff, how did you get to the front?
I have no idea. This guy right here builds an awesome race car and has put together a heck of a race team. We laid in the back, and we didn't want to have to do it that way, but this car is just a lot of unknowns. It's hairy out there, and we just wanted to play it safe until it really counted. And what I don't understand is how I ever got by my teammate, because I was there in behind him and got a couple pushes, but when the 12 and I think the 2 were on the outside of me, I really was just kind of stuck there. But when they got 3 wide, I said, this is my opportunity. I got pushed from the 22, and I went with the momentum. Luckily, when I got high and Jimmy tried to block me, the 20 was there, had nowhere to go. He drilled me, and he's the one that pushed me to the front. So, yeah, that's what you got to do. You got to put that rear bumper in front of those other guys' bumper at the right time. And I got to thank DuPont Pepsi, of course, this awesome-looking race car. Deborah's here, designed it, and we invite all the fans to be a part of this. Hopefully we'll do it again next year. But I don't know where to start. GMAC, Nicorette, all the folks from Georgia Pacific, and Sparkle. Amazing day, man.
Congratulations.
Thank you. I can keep going if you want. Whoa! Yeah!
He's pumped.
All all the emotion here of Jeff Gordon, and he takes a 4-point lead over Jimmy Johnson over on ESPN. Congratulations to NASCAR Nextel Cup at Talladega race winner and now new chase leader Jeff Gordon, his 6th win at Talladega. Next week, the chase for the championship continues, and we head to Charlotte, North Carolina. Coming up next, except on the West Coast, ABC's World News or your local news over most of these ABC stations. Once again, what an effort. Jeff Gordon, a winner at Talladega. Thanks for watching, folks. ESPN on ABC.